Hey guys, it's Walker from the Youth Unmuted, and I'm back after 3 shows of being missing. I was at an improv camp down in LA for 2 shows, and I was just sick for the last one. But I'm really happy to be back and can't wait to get this show going. We're very sorry that it took us so long to play songs that you guys suggested. We lost the suggestion box until the other day. We also have a guest today, Matt Ham.
Hey guys, thanks for having me here. Now we're going to play some songs that were requested. This first one is a shout out to Rachel Marler for being awesome. And here's the song All the Single Ladies by Beyonce.
Alright, sorry, technical difficulties. We'll try and get that up later. So last week we had Ron Cole and last week we had Ron Gastineau, and I promised you that we would get Ron Cole in here to talk about an event that's coming up called Banging at the Beach. And so I kept my promise, and today we have Ron Cole to talk about that. So, hi.
Hey, Sam.
How you doing?
Outstanding. Thanks so much for the invitation to come talk.
Oh, no problem. I really do love what the Wild Rivers disc golf community is doing. It's a really great thing to do for the community. So, what exactly is it? Like, just explain.
Well, Wild Rivers Disc Golf Club started in about 2005. What we needed was a group of people who would help us develop this course over at Beachfront Park, and because one person alone can't do it. And besides, you want community investment in these things. So here's a bunch of guys who were not afraid to try something new, and from this core group of I think it was 5 people who really hadn't played disc golf. We started meeting on Sundays and having these very informal tournaments, and we'd be throwing discs at trees or at bushes or at baseball backstops. Those were our targets. And later on that progressed into tone poles. It was a grapevine stick with a PVC pipe attached to it by screws with numbers on them. And then I think the brewery was open at the time, and so we had a big auction, an event called, what was it called? It was, the Disc Golf Family Fun Fair. Right? Nobody in Crescent City had ever played disc golf before, and it's shock and surprise, despite the fact there was 6 different events happening in the community at that time. We got 50 people to show up to this thing and go to the brewery and bid on things like a 6-pack of organic beer and pay us $30-$40 for it. And then we saved all that money in the hopes that eventually we would be able to purchase equipment like baskets and tee pads for the course. And of course, that in the hopes that the City Planning Commission would pass the permits and everything required to build the course.
Yeah. So
we had little did we know that we had to not only get it past the Planning Commission and the city itself, and then we also had to get it past the Army Corps of Engineers. We had to get it past Fish and Game, and then the Yurok tribe, the Tolowa tribe, the Rizagini tribe, and then, of course, the Coastal Commission, which was the biggest hoop of all. But fortunately, we had a really great city planner at the time who knew about disc golf and knew what it could do for the community. And $10,000 from the city to get all that permitting work done, and then from our little community providing another $15,000, we were able to purchase the baskets. That in itself was pretty amazing because the manufacturer, Disc Golf Association of California, said, "Oh yeah, okay, another disc golf course, cool. All right, well, tell us what you need." And I said, "Well, we need 24 baskets." 24 baskets? You got a 24-hole course? Where's this at? Crescent City. You ever heard of it? No. Where is it? It's on the beach as far north as you can go before you hit the Oregon border. And I said, "It's on the beach? Right on the beach?" I said, "Well, yeah." He says, "Hold on a second." And he goes away, and he comes back later, and he says, "You're right on the beach." And I said, "Yeah, we've got 3 or 4 holes that are, you're playing in the sand and the surf. Some days, the tide is in, the tide is out, so your fairway kind of widens and shrinks." I said, "Oh my God, do you realize you're the only beachfront course in the nation?" It's like, wow. Yeah, I knew that. Sure. Can you help us out? And he says, yeah. Anything else? Could you make them like gold baskets? Sure. Is that going to cost more? Don't worry about it. And so we got 24 brand new baskets, gold coated, which was really critical because the weather here is so, everything rusts.
Yeah.
So we needed baskets that were guaranteed not to rust for at least 20 years. And so the galvanization plus the gold plating, that's not really gold, but the gold coating on the baskets acts as a real buffer against the weather here. And so they've been in the ground since 2008, and they are still going strong. So it was one of the best investments we could have made.
Yeah. I remember when me and you would play frisbee golf, and we both lost our discs in the water one day, and you're like, it's not a good day of frisbee golf unless you get wet. And it was like, wait, but we're the only beachfront park, so does no one else get a good day of frisbee golf?
Every course has its special thing, has its character. In Roseburg, they have the Rogue River, and so you can always jump in the river and get your disc.
Yeah.
Or you could go to Whistler's Bend, they've got a 1,000-foot hole that throws from the top of one mountain down to the top of another smaller mountain. And you can pull your disc out of Poison Oak. It's everything is special and memorable in disc golf.
Yeah, I still remember losing my favorite driver at Ormond Ranch, like 30 feet up in a tree.
I don't know. Did we ever get that back?
No, we never got it
okay.
down.
All right. Yeah, so that one's donated to the elk and the wasps there.
Yeah.
Ormond Ranch, we thought would have been an excellent intermediate level course. It's unfortunate that at this point it doesn't seem to be going that direction, but not because of Ormond Ranch. Ormond Ranch is all about it. But when we did tester groups like you and I and Sam Goodlin were one tester group, and then we had a bigger tester group and another tester group, and it was just felt like the wasps and the nests underneath the trees were just a bit much for the public in general.
Considering I hit one of the wasp nests.
Yeah, well, yeah, we don't need to go that direction.
No.
Okay. Yeah, but we're all back here alive.
Yeah, but back to the banging at the beach. So it's just disc golfing.
It's just a raven. It's just a crow. It's just a seagull.
Not just. I mean, it's disc golfing. Yeah. But what is the purpose of banging the beach? I mean, I love disc golfing, but what are you guys hoping to get out of it with the community?
That's an excellent question. For the community, there's different levels in the community, right? You've got the business community. You've got moms and dads who are parents. You've got people who just want to recreate, and you've got spectators. So, for the business community, it's a no-brainer. You've got people coming in from out of the area, and if you put on a great show, great tournament, they're going to want to stay. They're going to stay for the local tournament the next day, and if they really like it and they want to get out of the smoke and the heat, they're going to stay another day. And what does that mean for the hotels? What does that mean for the restaurants? What does that mean for people like me who like to shark for more money when I'm playing on the disc golf course? Oh, no, I haven't played much. Sure. Okay. So, as far as what does it mean? What does banging at the beach 2 mean? Well, it's our way of saying to the rest of the world, hey, guys, we got something special here in Crescent City. We got something special in Del Norte County. You want to come down, get out of the smoke, get out of the heat? You want to have a good time? You want to see what it's like to live in a coastal fishing village for a little while and get your feet wet? This is the place to do it, guys. It is beautiful here. When I go out there, I'm watching giant steelhead jumping right next to the shore and at foot deep water. I'm watching otters come down Elk River Creek. I'm watching a million spider webs in the grass, when it's not dry. As the sun sets, you can see all of them. You can see baby raccoons waving at you in the trees, eagles killing seagulls. Yeah, it all happens there. I absolutely love it. I have never seen anything like I've seen here at this course. So yeah, it's all about hospitality.
That's really cool. And is there a certain age group that is allowed to attend?
Absolutely. In fact, we're encouraging the youth of Del Norte County, and not to say that there isn't a few already out there disc golfing. I mean, I count you. I'm sorry, Sam. I count you as youth.
I am a youth.
All right. Don't want you to be offended by that. I want to encourage many more of the youth, because I know you guys are out there. I see you guys over at Joe Hamilton Elementary playing the course over there. Guys, step it up. Have some fun. Tournament doesn't mean hardcore competition, kill or be killed. It is about having fun, because you know what? When you're in your group and you're letting fly, and you watch somebody, just anyone in your group, throw a great throw, you know what? Everybody feels good. It's like, yeah, that is a thing of beauty. Is that going to be an ace? God, so close. But yes, there is competition, but it's close. It's intimate. You're only traveling with a group of 4 other guys. There's another group of 4 on another hole, and another group of 4 on another hole. But that's what makes this sport so special to me, is that you have time. You have, in this tournament, you have 21 holes that you're working with these guys, getting to know them better, find out where they're from, find out their skill levels. Hey, maybe you can help each other out. But it is, above all, fun. Second of all, it's kind of healthy. 3, it helps your social skills, lets you practice. It lets you work out that rough space between competition and friendship. And I love that.
I have made a lot of friends and a lot of memories when at Beachfront Park frothing, or if I'm over at the Joe Hamilton course, or when we did go to Ormond. I had a blast, and it really was fun. And me and Sam will still talk about it today, like all the fun that we had and all the stories that we have to tell now. It was just it's always a fantastic experience, that I've never not had fun when frisbee golfing. And you were the one who taught me how to. And it, like you said, it took like 4 1-hour-long lessons for me to almost throw farther than you. And see, it doesn't take long to get good, as long as you're practicing well. And then once you're good, and even if you're god awful, it's still a fun thing to go out and do. And it's a fantastic thing that we have in our community.
I have to say that the time that I spent with you and Sam was extraordinary. It was. I mean, I always loved disc golfing, and I always loved teaching. And oh boy! And that brings to mind something else. Is that I'm on air. You're going to get an exclusive. All right. We are going to withdraw our proposal to the high school for the disc golf course there, and it's sad to say, but we're going to have to do that. That meaning being Gateway Education. Because it is not an 18-hole course that they want. They want a 9-hole course, and there just isn't enough interesting terrain within 9 holes to make it happen in a way that is satisfactory to me. Because I don't believe in an average course. I don't think you should have or shoot for an average course.
You want the extraordinary.
I want the extraordinary, because one, who's going to play it if it's average? All right. You want something beautiful, something that challenges you. And if it doesn't, you're not going to play it. You're going to go to a different course someplace else. So that is the exclusive. So I'm sorry to announce that. But we are looking for another location for an intermediate level course. And if anybody out there in the world can help us do that, we're looking for 18 to 20 acres that is usable, that will not be destroyed, but the public can be allowed to go on.
All right, guys, that's Ron Cole, and we got Banging at the Beach this Saturday. Please
can I make one more announcement?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Saturday morning, it is open registration. Yes, a lot of it was online registration, but anybody who, after hearing this great show, decides, maybe I should try this, there are some registration spaces at 7 a.m., from 7 to 8 a.m. at Beachfront Park, that you can register. It is anywhere from $25 to $35, depending on the division that you're going to be in. And that's what I wanted to share with the public.
All right, now that is Banging at the Beach. Please go. It's a fantastic thing to do. Bring your friends, bring your family. And now we have Surfing USA by the Beach Boys.
Thank you, Sam.
See you.
Hey guys, it's Walker with World News. We're going to be talking about the presidential candidates. We've got, for the Republicans, over 16 candidates, but basically the only two that will be getting any traction are Donald Trump and Jeb Bush. For the Democrats, we have Hillary Clinton, and the Independent, we have Bernie Sanders. We can start talking about the Republicans. I mean, I could talk for years and years and years about all the racist, sexist, and just plain distasteful things that Donald Trump has said. But if you align yourself with Republican values, all I can say is vote for Jeb. I promise you don't need Mr. Celebrity Apprentice running our country. Jeb at least represents the values of Republicans without being a crazed extremist. Since Bernie Sanders mostly aligns with liberal values, I'll lump the two together as the leading Democratic candidates. Now, if you're really interested in who will be running our country, I recommend visiting ontheissues.org. The website shows what each candidate has voted for or against in their years as a participant in politics. And of course, we can't forget the best presidential candidate of North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, North Carolina. D's nuts, coming in with 9% of the votes. And I think we should talk a moment about how great that was.
Well, let's first say this guy is a junior, maybe a senior right now
In high school.
and he has 9% in the polls with a name D's nuts.
I think the best thing, there was an interview with him about how easy it was for him to be a presidential candidate.
Yeah,
The form didn't even have him put a valid age in. He could put undecided. And I think that just is a statement of who can run.
wow.
Okay, well, think about Ronald Reagan, right? He had been in a bunch of movies, and then he went to go run. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he had been in movies, and then he ran.
He was actually a bodybuilder.
Yeah, and then it's just when they've been so saturated with media, and when so many people have seen them in this fantastic light, as in movies. I mean, I'm sure if somebody was the good guy and then ran for president, they'd get way more votes if they were the bad guy and then ran for president. It's just when you get that media saturation, like the D's nuts, it's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, it was it was people who were misinformed about. They didn't know. They're like Hillary Clinton, who's Donald Trump, celebrity. D's nuts.
Got him.
I'm voting for
that.
Voting for D's nuts.
Yeah.
And I think it's really sad that people treat it as such a joke.
When it's really not. I mean,
when it's really not. It's serious. It's who will be running this country. And I didn't want to talk about Donald Trump and his values because it's just him. The only reason he is getting so much backing is purely because he's a celebrity. His values are so off of what most people. I'm sure there are people who want all Mexican or all immigrants of any kind kicked out and their children.
I mean, that's pretty Aryan,
even people born in the U.S. He wants, if they had immigrant parents, he wants them gone. These are people that like live in this society and are getting educations that he wants kicked out.
And they contribute. Contrary to popular belief, they contribute in society. They don't do nothing, and if your jobs can be taken by a foreigner with no papers who can barely speak English, then I'm sorry. I mean, seriously.
You don't deserve that job.
You're not working hard enough. All right. I think we should just give a little shout out to a few unnamed candidates with the next song coming up, American Idiot by Green Day.
All right. Sorry about not playing all the single ladies. It was in a file, and then dug down into another file. But now we have all the single ladies. So there you go, Rachel.
Permission, did I mention? Don't pay him any attention. Cause you had your turn, and now you're gonna learn what it really feels like to miss me. Cause if you like it, then you should.
Hello, San Diego. In other news, that wasn't even news that we just talked about. In news, in general, a 12-year-old Taiwanese boy was walking through a Leonardo da Vinci-themed art show in Taipei. The boy was walking about, soda in hand, and then he walked in front of Flowers by Paolo Papora. He tripped and caught himself on the $1.5 million painting, his fist and can smashing a hole right in the middle. Restoration on the painting has begun in Taipei by experts. The museum curator has decided not to charge the family for the price of restoration, seeing as it would bankrupt them and leave them homeless.
So, what I wanted to know from Sam, the expert in fisting art paintings, how would one restore this painting after being smashed in?
It's pretty simple. They sew from the back up on the hole, and so but then you can see where it was ripped. So then they melt the paint from around the line, and then it just melts perfectly. It looks like normal brushstrokes.
Do you know how this decreases the value? Immensely?
Really bad. Because, not only is this, all over the media now, so it's not like, oh, no, this is not the painting that got punched by a 12-year-old boy. No, this is the other one.
This is the other one.
Yeah. But also, the painting is part of a 53-part set, and so it also decreases the value of the entire set.
Oh,
because
set.
Yeah.
So is it like a traveling art show kind of thing? Also, Paolo Paporo, I know nothing about him. Can you enlighten me?
He painted. I don't know the exact dates. Early 1600s to late 1600s.
Oh, okay. I was thinking this was I was expecting Paolo Paporo to barge into this kid's house and just start beating the crap out of him.
Maybe Paolo Paporo's ghost is gonna haunt him.
How dare you disrespect my paintings?
Okay. Paolo Paporo is Spanish, but okay.
Don't even.
Let's not do
I just envisioned Fez from that '70s show. You have disrespected my paintings.
All right. Okay.
I just want to say, just imagine that kid. He's maybe 4 years old. He's got kids on. He's telling that story. Yeah, I ruined a $1.5 billion.
Yeah, I just punched it. I fucking punched the painting.
Okay, I want him in a job interview.
Interview. I punched the painting.
No. What would you say are your weaknesses? Well, I once punched a $1.5 million painting, and
I wasn't charged a cent for it.
I wasn't charged a single cent. Nope. All right.
Now here is Weezer with Da Vinci. Haha.
Since I'm a guy, looked you up on Ancestry.com. There was no record of that.
Hey guys, we've got another song coming up for you. It's actually pretty great. Sam was trying to reenact the video of the Taiwanese boy punching a hole in the painting, and he happened to dent the little wall we've got with the U on it, and he would just like to say,
"Oops, I did it again."
By Britney Spears. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the lack of people, but we know that a slice of ham made up for it. We'll see you guys next week, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for having me on. It was a blast. I loved it.
Nah, you were awesome.
And here is Samson's last song on his CD, and he's still producing, and we will feature his music as we get it.